There is a stage in every footballer's life when there is bound to be decline in their footballing abilities due to age, injuries, or other factors like coaches using players out of position. But there are some players whose careers end faster than the normal footballing standard. In this video, we'll be looking at footballers who fell from grace. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Samuel Umiti. Umiti was an elite defender. He started his career at Lyon Team B. Due to his performance, he was promoted to the senior squad, where he played for 4 seasons before he gained the interest of Europe top teams. Barcelona had to look for a replacement for Javier Mascherano, and they were the ones able to capture the signature of the Frenchman for a fee around 25 million euros during the 2016 season. His first season at Barcelona seemed like a big steal for them, forming a formidable partnership with Gerard Piqué. Next season with the Blaugranas, his market value skyrocketed and was seen as one of the very best defenders in the world. With his performance, the constant dependence on Umiti by Ernesto Valverde made injury inevitable, missing a total of 12 games for FC Barcelona because of a knee injury and muscle injury. A surgery was to be done on the knee, but Umiti opted for a conservative treatment. Fast forward and the World Cup was here. A partnership with Rafael Varane and Samuel Umiti was Didier Deschamps' ideal centre-back pairing. Although the knee injury persisted during the World Cup, Umiti played every single game for France. He even helped Les Blues pass through the semi-finals by scoring the only goal against Belgium, which took them to the finals where they defeated Croatia and won the World Cup. The sacrifice he made was one that will come back to haunt him. Playing through all those games with a knee injury during the World Cup destroyed his fitness. Recurring knee injuries had affected his game up till date, and now Barca are looking to offload him, but clubs can't afford his high wages. The World Cup winner was one of the very best defenders in Europe. He is now remembered as a bench warmer. Eden Hazard. Once upon a time, there was Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Neymar and Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard was at the very top of his game. At Chelsea, he was a beast and no defender would want to face him. While playing for the Blues, he registered 110 goals and 92 assists in 351 appearances. A move for Madrid would have been an upgrade in his career, but it was the exact opposite. A player who was seen as a god at Chelsea is now labelled the worst Madrid signing of all time. His time at Madrid were often plagued with injuries. At Chelsea, he only missed 21 matches in 7 years at the Blues. While at Madrid, he missed more than a season worth of games in just his first 4 seasons at Los Blancos. Injuries made him not to have the opportunity to prove himself. Not only was Hazard given a great task to be Ronaldo's replacement, a task that any player would struggle to match, Hazard was also expected to equal Ronaldo, except Madrid's style of play is not similar to that of Chelsea. At Chelsea, Hazard is a pure winger who can be a playmaker and create goals, while at Madrid, Ronaldo will look to score goals. They are two different players. Hazard is not a goal scorer, and this would affect Hazard's game, turning him into a flop. Loris Karius. Karius was among the few footballers whose whole career would be determined by just one game. Karius and Mingole were both the competitors for Liverpool goalkeeping spot during the 2018 season. Players have their good and bad days, and Karius was about to make one of the poorest performances by goalkeeper in the Champions League final. Liverpool were up against Madrid, a match Liverpool lost because of Karius' mistakes. First, they gave away goal to Benzema. Not only that, he mishandled a 40-yard strike from Gareth Bale. This was due to the fact that he suffered a concussion from a collision with Sergio Ramos before the 2 goals. This concussion had a devastating impact during the final and lasted throughout the entire match. After this match, Karius faced serious backlash, severe criticism and even death threats. Mentally, Karius wasn't able to recover from those incidents. And with the arrival of Alisson, Karius was relegated to backup role, which was the beginning of the downfall of his career. Currently playing for Besiktas, he's on his path to recovery and forgetting that terrible night at Kiev. Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez is one of the cases the Premier League fans would overlook, leaving Barcelona to become the main star at Arsenal. He played 3.5 seasons at North London, scoring 18 goals and providing 45 assists. He was more involved in goals than any other player for the Gunners. Sanchez was one of the best strikers during his time at Arsenal and in the Premier League, and might even be the greatest Chilean to ever grace the Premier League. He had an option to either play for Pep Manchester City or the other side of Manchester United, who were coached by Jose Mourinho. Sanchez picked Manchester United maybe because of the higher salary and the chance to take the iconic number 7. A career at the Red Devils will see Sanchez's career go downwards. He wasn't able to perform the role he was expected. Sanchez's time at Manchester United is one to forget. On my opinion, I think Sanchez wasn't able to perform at Manchester United because he was forced to play a different style to that of Barcelona and Arsenal. His career might have turned out to be different if he had played under Pep Guardiola. Mario Götze. My special pick is Mario Götze. Even if you don't know this man, his 2014 heroics made Germany win their 4th World Cup. So what really happened to Mario Götze? Was it a case of bad luck or bad management? Mario Götze was a player who dreamt to be mentored by Pep Guardiola, although his dream was achieved, but the move for Mario Götze was never intended. Revealed by Bayern Munich club president Uli Hoeneß that Mario Götze was a move never intended. Instead, they would have preferred a move for Neymar. A wrong transfer plus Pep Guardiola's constant shifting of players and adjusting of players during games would affect Mario Götze's game. Mario Götze was also struck with a long-term injury, keeping him at the sidelines, which brought his good times at Allianz Arena to an end. Players like Vidal and Xabi Alonso were brought in to replace him. It might seem like Mario Götze's time was just plain bad, but given the opportunity, he performed and wasn't given enough credit for. The arrival of Ancelotti prior to the departure of Guardiola made Götze return to his roots. Borussia Dortmund, currently playing for Frankfurt, I hope he can revive his career.